This is a bowling unit lesson plan by Kevin Shannon.
And Tim Shannon. We will briefly going over our 20-day unit plan, discussing the unit goals along with the NASB grade level benchmarks.
We will also be going over a week by week block plan about all of our assessments that we formulated over the course of this project and how it increased student learning from day 1 to day 20. And we will also be able to formulate how that built upon learning from a psychomotor vantage point, a cognitive vantage point, and an affective vantage point.
Our first unit goal is psychomotor. It is students will demonstrate a mature underhand role in a bowling game.
Our two cognitive ones are students will be able to determine the space where they will be able to knock down the most pins at once, or as we would call it, the pocket. And students will be able to determine an intermediate target that gives a strategic advantage during gameplay.
We have two affective assessments or unit goals. Students will be able to play a bowling tournament with other students cooperatively and following rules for bowling. Our last one is students will be able to demonstrate respect for themselves and others during bowling unit.
For our NASB and grade level benchmarks for Standard 1, we have demonstrates a mature throwing pattern for a modified target game, such as bowling, bocce, or horseshoes.
Standard 2 is selects appropriate shot and/or club based on the location of the object in relation to the target.
Standard 3, participate in self-selected physical activity outside of the physical education class. For bowling, this would be applied to perhaps going to a bowling alley outside of school hours.
Standard 4 is cooperates with a small group of classmates during adventure activities, gameplay, or team building activities. We will have them playing a tournament at the end of our unit.
And for Standard 5, it would be demonstrates respect for self and others in activities and games by following rules, encouraging others, and playing in the spirit of the game or activity, as Tim said earlier. This is important when we are playing the tournament, just to keep the students level-headed and making sure that they're being kind to one another. Getting into week 1 of our block plan, we begin with a pre-assessment on day 1, which is a cognitive informal assessment, which is all about just seeing where students are at. And on day 5, we have a second assessment, which is a psychomotor assessment, which is to see if students have grasped the lessons from days 4 and 5 well, which is about grip, setup, and approach.
This is our day 1 assessment. As Kevin stated previously, it's a pre-assessment. It is cognitive. We are giving this to students before we start our unit because we want to see where they are with their prior knowledge of bowling. These questions include true and false, multiple choice, fill in the blank, matching, and short answers. They are all about the rules and etiquette of the game. They're also about decision making.
For for Standard 3, which will also this log will also be handed out during week 1, which is participates in and log physical activity 3 times a week outside of PE class. This could be done by going to a bowling alley, just participating in like kind of a impromptu game at your house, something like that would just keep them moving outside of PE class. And this log would just basically be a place for them to keep track of that.
To finish week 1 on day 5, we have another assessment, is a cognitive teacher assessment. We will have 4 stations of 4 decision making stations, and one of us will be at the station of locating the pocket and determining the importance. We will be assessing students on whether or not they can correctly state what pocket they should aim for and explain to us why hitting the pocket in the first place is important.
All right, heading into week 2, we start to pull it all together as day 8 would indicate on the slide, where we basically just are able to go through scoring and etiquette and adjusting for lane conditions. During this week, we will also be able to finally kind of get into actual mini games with the students and be able to starting to get ready at day 10, or this case would be a Friday. And for week 2, it would be getting ready for our tournament prep and expectations for said tournament. And we would also have a mini game because we would be going through a dry run with the students about how the tournament would work. And for day 10, we have soccer bowling as our mini game.
On day 8, this is our affective peer assessment. It is a informal assessment. This is after students will be playing versus an opponent during a bowling game. They will be grading each other on encouraging each other, wins or loses gracefully, and they are courteous to others.
All right, now getting into week 3, we start on day 11 by continuing to go through our dry run of the Red Robin's rotation sequence, which will be utilized during the tournament play. We will also have a mini game which will kind of be incorporating interdisciplinary into PE by having a geography bowling role, and what basically how the game would work is whatever country that the ball lands on after you roll it, that you'll be asked its name in capital, kind of as a little trivia thing, just to keep them interested and incorporate social studies into PE. We will conclude our TGFU lessons on days 13 and 14. And on day 15, we will have an adaptive bowling unit where they will be given a disability that they will present to the class about how they could help this person bowl. We have 2 assessments, one on day 12, which is psychomotor, given by a teacher, and one on day 15, which is an informal psychomotor assessment.
So for day 12, this is our psychomotor self-assessment. This is directly from the assessment-driven book on page 94. Students will be videotaped using Video Tagger, the app we discussed in class, and they will observe their performance on the video, looking for these 4 critical elements. For each trial, they have 3 trials.
For day 15, we also have a teacher-given psychomotor assessment, which is very informal, where basically it's just 4 critical elements that will be checked off that will just be kind of as a refresher to the teacher where each student is at before we get into the tournament play, which begins the following week.
This is our last week of our 20-day unit plan. On day 16, we are wrapping up our adaptive bowling activity with students. As you can see on day 17, we are beginning that tournament play for a culminating activity. On day 19, we have a showcase, which is affective for the teacher, and day 20 is our last day, and our last assessment is the cognitive post-test, which is the same as our pre-test earlier that was discussed.
And as Tim said, going into day 19's assessment showcase, which is affective teacher, this is a formal assessment. This goes over how students were handling themselves during tournament play, and as you can see, we have categories such as loses graciously, and under 3 ways to grade them, which is never, sometimes, and always, 1, 2, 3, and that is a formal assessment. And continuing on from that, this is the summative post-assessment cognitive. As Tim also said, this is a a post-assessment that is the exact same as the pre-assessment. This is just to see a measure of student learning from day 1 to day 20 about how they grew and progressed throughout the 4-week unit plan. And that is just our references.